Okay, this is Cooper Rose. He's a 15-year-old kid living in London, and his dream is to become a professional footballer. And yeah, you might have guessed it. Cooper is the son of one of the greatest English footballers of all time, the legend Matthew Rose. Now, Matthew dominated the midfield throughout his entire career, playing for clubs like West Ham, Real Madrid, and Manchester City. He's an absolute football legend, and Cooper's dream is to be just like his dad, become one of the best footballers in the world. And it's now time for him to begin his career. Now, Cooper is a box-to-box midfielder, kind of like his dad, a little bit taller though, and he's played his entire youth career at Kensington, a club that was founded by Matthew Rose and his father Jack Rose. Now, once upon a time, Kensington was one of the best football clubs in the world, but as Matthew retired and Jack Rose stepped away from football, the club has fallen down the English pyramid, all the way back to EFL League 2, and Matthew doesn't want his son to start his career in the lower leagues of England, and it's going to be years until Kensington is back competing at the highest level. So through some connections, Matthew has gotten Cooper 2 trial invites, 2 chances to prove himself and earn his first ever professional contract. And this here is the biggest week of Cooper Rose's life so far. So of course, drop a like if you want to see more of this, and I say we get right into it. Now, it is Monday morning at the Rose household. You know, when your dad's a football legend, I guess this is the kind of house you grew up in, but it's the biggest week of Cooper's life and he's completely overslept. So Matthew rushes into the room and he says, "Hey, Coop, get up. You're not going to be late for this. We have a flight to catch." So Cooper drags himself out of bed. He looks at himself in the mirror. He knows this is his chance. So he gets downstairs. He gets some breakfast. I mean, not exactly the breakfast of champions. What is that? Fruit Loops? He of course has to say hi to good old mom. And yeah, Matthew saw the comments on last year's series. I don't know how many comments there was telling Matthew to get a girlfriend. A lot of people roasting him. I mean, evidently he finally did. The evidence is right there. But okay, just like that, Cooper and Matthew are off because like Matthew said, they have a flight to catch. Now, our first destination, the first trial of 2, we are heading to Spain. Now, Matthew Rose is considered a Real Madrid legend, helping them win multiple Champions League titles, and he's up there next to Zidane as one of their best ever midfielders. So because of this, Matthew was able to get Cooper a trial at Real Madrid. Carlo Ancelotti wants to see if Cooper is anything like his father. So Matthew and Coop arrive for the trial. He's being thrown into the deep end though, as Ancelotti wants to see Cooper train with the first team, alongside world-class players like Vinicius, Mbappe, and also Jude Bellingham. Now, Ancelotti welcomes Matthew and Cooper to Real Madrid's training ground. He tells Cooper, "We want to see your best. Show us what you can do." So Cooper suits up and joins the Real Madrid team in a few training drills, you know, just warming up, trying to not show how nervous he is. And soon after, it was time for his official trial, a closed-door training match versus another team in La Liga. Cooper playing against professional players. Now, I should remind you that Cooper is still only 15 years old, and while there might be potential there, currently he's only a 55 overall midfielder. Now, Matthew calls over Cooper before the game starts, and Matthew says, "They're going to test you. No matter what happens, you stay strong and keep your head up. If you give everything you have out there, you can walk out of here with no regrets." So here we go. Cooper Rose's trial for Real Madrid has started. Now, facing Getafe's first team, there's no bigger test than this. Now, we're going to show that we're an all-around midfielder, not just attacking. Already, Getafe have scored the first goal in this trial match. All right, that's not a good start, boys. I mean, that's not going to look good on us right there. Definitely not. All right, Cooper's first touch. Let's try and get this going now. There's a lot of eyes on Cooper right now. Vasquez gets it to Cooper. Now, Cooper is like his father, you know, box to box, but he's a little more taller and a little bit slower. Okay, Valverde, that's a good chance. As Carlo Ancelotti watches on. Now, corner sent in by Valverde. That's going to be cleared to Cooper. Cooper gets it over to Bellingham. Bellingham's going to shoot. Okay, Bellingham, that'd have been nice. All right, Cooper, can we show our defensive ability? We missed that tackle right there. That was not great. Ozelu gets it to Cooper. Cooper slides it over to Valverde. Tchouameni, Cooper into Mbappe. Vasquez always waiting for it there. Rico into Mayoral. Cooper is trying to show his defensive ability, but that's going to be a shot. Rudiger blocks it, and that is going to be cleared. Cooper plays it to Jude Bellingham into Mbappe. A 15-year-old is playing with these kind of names. Bellingham gets it to Joselu, sends it to Valverde, and that is going to be tie game. Okay, I mean, Cooper was part of the build-up there. It wasn't an assist, but he was part of it. Look at him celebrating with Valverde. All right, not a bad first, like, 35 minutes here. All right, Cooper, okay, he just got closed down there. That was a foul. Not bad skill. Cooper's showing flashes right here. Now, okay, that's not great. We just got stolen right there. Yeah, at 15, you got to understand there's some strength issues still, some physical ability that still needs to be realized. Bellingham into Cooper. Cooper, that is a great ball right there. That's probably our best pass so far. Unfortunately, Valverde does not do anything with it, though. Okay, so first half, it's 1-1. Definitely not bad. Cooper's got a 7.8 rating so far. It's definitely not bad. Okay, kind of getting smothered there. We got to release it sooner. Yeah, we're kind of having possession problems a little bit, which in a team like Real Madrid as a midfielder, you just cannot really have those issues. Cooper, okay, that's a rush tackle. That is not so good. Oh, Cooper loses it. That's going to be a shot, and it's blocked by Militao. Yeah, we cannot lose it right in front of the back line. That is one way to get taken off early. That's a decent pass. Goes to Oscar, and Oscar is going to score to make it 2-1 to Getafe. Okay, this second half has not gone well so far. Now, Cooper has lost the ball a few times, but I don't know if he's exactly to blame for these 2 goals. We got 30 minutes left, but Cooper's rating is dropping, which is not good. Cooper's gonna lose it again. Okay, our dribbling. We're just not finding space right now. Cooper's vision of passing is honestly just not the greatest. Now, that's a decent ball from Rudiger. Cooper is gonna play a decent ball to Mbappe, but Mbappe loses it to Rico. We've not had a chance to shoot yet, although we haven't really got ourselves into a spot to. That's going to be that's an attempted tackle that does not work out. Shot at Courtois, it's saved, but that is a missed tackle from Cooper. All right, Cooper to Davies. Davies gets it to Joselu. Davies to Cooper. Cooper's going to try to play through. It's actually a great ball. No, okay, Davies gave up on it. That's going to count as Cooper losing possession, but that pass wasn't that bad. We got 5 minutes left of this game. Looks like Cooper's going to play the entire game. Ancelotti really wants a long look at him. Might be the last chance of the game. Looks like we're actually going to lose to Getafe, which is not a great sign. Now, Cooper's trying to help here, and I guess he does help, but I think that's going to be it. In a training match versus Getafe, Real Madrid lose 2-1. Yeah, that is not exactly what you want to see. Now, I feel like Cooper had a solid game there, but definitely possession-wise, I feel like we lost the ball too much, which, like I said, in a team like Real Madrid, they're probably not going to like that. So, full-time whistle as Cooper is walking off the field. He sees his dad and Ancelotti talking. So, Matthew asks Ancelotti, so what do you think? And Ancelotti says there are signs of a player there, but he's not developed enough to play at Real Madrid, at least not yet. And Matthew says, what? He's 15. He just played alongside professionals. And Ancelotti says, at Real Madrid, we can only sign the best of the best. He says, you know this personally. At the moment, Cooper is just not that. I'm sorry, he says. So Cooper overhears this conversation and sees his dad's frustration. He can pretty much guess what they're talking about. But before he reaches them, someone calls his name from behind, and it's Jude Bellingham. And Jude says, hey, I can understand the type of pressure you were just under. No matter what happens, just remember every match is a chance to get better. And he says, I'm sure you'll find your place soon. Cooper then finally reaches his dad, and Matthew says, let's head home. We got some things that we need to talk about on the way. So later on, Cooper and Matthew get back home to London, and Cooper realizes the dream of playing for Real Madrid, his father's team, is just not gonna happen. So he gets his first real feeling of rejection, being told that he's not good enough, that he's not like his father, and at such a young age, this right here is the kind of moment that either sparks a career or destroys any chance of it. Now, 3 days later, it's time for Cooper's second trial. He's had a few days to think about the Real Madrid disappointment, what went wrong, what he could do better, and now he's ready to prove Carlo Ancelotti wrong, prove that he is ready for professional football. And hey, he doesn't need to be woken up this morning. Cooper gets up extra early to start working out, preparing for a huge day. And Matthew sees this. He sees that Cooper is motivated. So another breakfast with mom, this time something a bit more nutritious. And then it's time. Matthew tells Cooper, come on, we got a train to catch. So trial number 2 is in England, and it's for Manchester United. Now, a long time ago, Matthew himself had a trial for United, and he failed it. United chose to not sign Matthew Rose, and he later went on to play for rivals Man City. Now, it looks like United are not trying to make the same mistake twice, as they've invited Cooper to first team training to see if he has what it takes to play for United. So Erik ten Hag meets with Matthew and Cooper, and he tells Cooper, we are looking for players who show energy, who show work ethic out on the pitch. If you can show that today, then there might be a spot for you in our squad. So after a few short training drills, it's time for another closed door training match. First team Premier League level opposition. So here we go, trial number 2, trial for Manchester United. I think this time we cannot lose the ball in bad spots. We cannot do that. We also need like a goal and an assist. That'd be very nice to get. Now, Man United is definitely not the quality of Real Madrid, so obviously we're playing for a worse team here. All right, Malacia gets to Cooper. Cooper is going to try to play this to the left winger Garnacho. Not a bad ball from Cooper. Definitely not bad. Hoyland into Kobe Mainu, into Cooper Rose. Cooper Rose, no, that touch was not the best though. Oh, Cooper, we got to sharpen up here. So like Tanag said, I don't think he's looking for scoring necessarily. He's looking for energy. So we got to leave everything on the field today. All right, Cooper again to Garnacho. Lindelof, Cooper's going to pick it up. That's a good turn. Gonna get it all the way out to Dallo. Cooper gets it to Mainu. Mainu gets it right back to Cooper. Cooper is going to play to Anthony, who's going to be just offside. Okay, we're looking solid though. We're looking solid here so far. McTominay, good win. Dallo, Cooper, over to Mainu. Now we're forming a little combo here with Mainu. McTominay into Cooper. Cooper looking for a chance to score. Cooper's going to shoot, and it's going to be a save. All right, Cooper's first shot of today. Definitely not a bad shot. You know, at least he got it on target. Corner in by Garnacho. That is going to be cleared out to Cooper. Cooper heads it to Garnacho. Garnacho is going to look for something here. Gets it to Anthony. Garnacho, Cooper lays it off to Mainu's shot, and Mainu, that was almost an assist as Erik ten Hag watches on. Like definitely between Garnacho and Mainu, we're forming a little good chemistry here. Cooper wins that header kind of. Martinez into Cooper. Cooper is trying to be unselfish. Gets it to Mainu. Cooper finds it in the box. Cooper looking for a pass. Gonna track it back to Højlund. Oh, that could have been another assist. Okay, that's kind of like 2 chances created though. Manu, Cooper looking for something. Højlund, I see you. Højlund is gonna shoot, and once again, another created chance for Cooper Rose. We're not losing the ball either. It feels like we're playing better today. Now we also got to show our defensive ability right there. Our structure was good. Now this might be the last chance first half. No, it's not. Ref blows the whistle. Okay. Hey, we could have had like 1 or 2 assists there in that first half, so not bad. I would say that was better than the Real Madrid training game so far. Malacia into Cooper. Cooper plays a good ball to Garnacho. Garnacho, Cooper in a good spot. Cooper, good turn. Is gonna find Manu. Manu a chance to shoot. No, he's gonna get it stolen though. We're trying to be unselfish. Don't want to be too unselfish though. All right, Nottingham Forest have a corner here. That is gonna be Anthony. That's gonna be cleared. What a clearance by Anthony. Okay, if Højlund can win this, oh, we'd be in there. Unfortunately, he does not. Now we need to get back though. Malacia, Cooper, good first time pass to Rashford. Rashford is gonna play a bad pass though. I mean, this is still preseason, so the players are a little rusty. I think we're seeing that. Shallow, Cooper picks it up. Now wait to get it to Anthony. That's a decent ball. Anthony plays it to Cooper in a decent spot. Cooper is gonna go around 1. Cooper is looking for a first goal here, and Cooper Rose shoots and he scores. Okay, that shot was so close to getting blocked, but Cooper Rose scores in his trial match for Manchester United, and it's 1-0 to United. Okay, I'll be honest, I did not think this shot was going in. I thought it was going to get blocked right here, but Cooper shoots it right behind the defender. Was that deflected? Was this deflected? Oh, it was. Oh, there's a slight deflection on it. Erik ten Hag is clapping though. Cooper Rose taking the headline here in the 70th minute, and hey, we now have a 9.9 rating this game. I mean, that's got to impress some people. So we got like 50 minutes to go though. Lindelof's gonna feed it to Rose. Rose gets it over to Rashford. Malacia gets it to Cooper. Cooper looking for Højlund. Gonna feed it to him, I think. The pass a little bit overhit right there. We gotta get that pass tighter to Højlund. All right, Cooper showing his defensive awareness there. Not much of it, but he does get it right there. All right, we're gonna play to Anthony. That's actually a really good ball. Anthony into Cooper. Cooper is he's gonna lose it to Danilo. Hey, we're 15. We're playing a full 90. Our legs are tired right now. Cooper does not have this kind of stamina. We're still trying though. We're giving everything. Cooper is gonna get it to Højlund somehow. Anthony into Cooper. Cooper's gonna try and dribble in, but he just got smothered by Sangare. But okay though, I think that's gonna be full time. So it's gonna be a 1-0 win courtesy of Cooper Rose. I mean, I'm not sure that we expected to score today, but Cooper Rose with an amazing goal right there. Even with the slight deflection, even with it. All right, so as Coop is walking off the field, Rasmus Højlund stops him and he says, "You played great out there today." And he also says, "I bet I'll be seeing you again soon." So Cooper then sees his dad and Erik ten Hag talking, and it's different this time. Ten Hag leaves and Matthew calls Cooper over, and Matthew tells him, "You played amazing out there." He says, "You were looking like me out there with that goal, and that if they don't offer you a contract, I'd be very surprised." Now he also says, "I think there were other Premier League scouts watching that match too. Now we need to stay level, keep our heads on straight, but you impressed a lot of people today." And then as Matthew and Cooper are heading home, Fabrizio Romano posts about Cooper Rose's performance. He says 15-year-old Cooper Rose reportedly has impressed many Premier League scouts in a closed-door training match. One anonymous scout said, "I think he's going to be even better than his dad." And Fabrizio says that he's one to watch for sure. Now later that day, Cooper finally gets home, and after 2 high-pressure trials, he is wiped. So he gets into bed and he falls straight to sleep. Now fast forward to the next morning, he wakes up and he goes out to the kitchen to meet with Matthew. Now Matthew says, "How'd you sleep?" And Cooper says, "Horrible. I've never been this sore in my life." Matthew laughs and he says, "Well, you better get used to it. I just got off the phone with your agent and we've got 3 Premier League contracts coming our way." And Cooper says, "3? You're saying I made it?" And Matthew says, "You made it, but hold on. This is just step 1. All 3 offers are professional contract offers, but you'll be starting in the under 21 Premier League. It'll be up to you to prove when you're ready to be called up to the first team for your official debut, but this gets you in the door." So Matthew says, "Are you ready to be a professional footballer?" And Cooper says, "I was born ready." So drop a like down below if you want to see more of this series. If you want to find out what 3 teams have offered Cooper a contract, I will see you in the next episode. And if you want to watch the full movie/story of Matthew Rose, then click on screen to watch that.